Okay, coming down in 3, 2, and 1. What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome into the Christmas Eve edition of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. How are you guys? Hopefully you are enjoying your holiday weekend. It is a big football weekend. 3-0 yesterday in football. Did I say my name? I'm Matt Perrault. How are you? You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt, if I didn't say that already. But it's Christmas, and it's a little crazy, and we're all running around trying to get ready. The big guy's coming tonight. We got to get everything ready to go. You know, it's a very stressful time, so I'm not going to keep you long. I know time is of the essence, so I'm going to give you 3 picks like normal, very quick. 3-0 yesterday in football. Northwestern outright, Steelers outright. Both those teams were dogs. Hopefully you sprinkled money line. We got our teaser right with the Chargers losing, but covering easily. They covered 12 simply. They covered 18.5 real easily. So did the Steelers. They won the game outright. So 2-0 there in the NFL, 1-0 in college football, 0-1 in basketball, double overtime, hell of a basketball game. Arizona, huge win for FAU. Completely stunned by that outcome, but man, Arizona played really poorly. I mean, really poorly. Bad shot selection, jacking shots. Love played really poorly, but you know, it happens. It's college basketball. So they lose. And then we got 2 out of the 3 were wrong for the moneyline parlay. So we lost a unit there. So down in basketball, down in college basketball, but up in football. So overall, 0.9 up, winning day for a Saturday. We are doing fairly well this week. I actually haven't looked at the record for this week as to how we've been clicking along. Let me see. I know we did not do well on Monday, but everything else has been pretty decent, right? So, yeah. So that's 4, 5, 5.5. Yeah, we're up about 3 units for the week. So not bad as we head towards Sunday. Okay. This podcast being brought to you by omahasteaks.com. The promotion ends on Christmas Day, so it's still eligible now. Juice the promo code, $30 off, but a new offer will be had coming up on the 26th of December. So if you want this offer, 24th, 25th, last 2 days of this, get to it, omahasteaks.com, 50% off site-wide, $30 off at checkout with the promo code JUICE. Minimum purchase may be required. Okay, so let's start with, I don't like any of the early games, really. I think you can bet Tampa Bay and the Texans. They're both dogs. They're both at home. I don't hate it, okay? Yeah, I don't care that Trevor Lawrence is playing. Don't care. Tampa Bay is playing really well. They're home dogs. I mean, I think you can take it if you want. If you want to take Tampa +1 by itself, you can. It's 1.5 in Vegas. I'm going to tease this up. Since it's 1.5 in Vegas, the Superbook has this. You may have access to where you are for the Superbook. They've got this, okay? So this is a teaser I would absolutely play. -1.5, okay? +1.5 rather for Tampa Bay. Tease up to 7.5. Tampa Bay +7.5 home dog to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think you can take Tampa +1, though. +1.5. I think you can play that, too. I will play that myself, but we're going to officially tease this up, and then we're going to pair it up with the Texans. I know it's a backup quarterback situation, but Cleveland on the road versus Cleveland at home is a very different situation, so I think teasing this up from 3 to 9 is good. I think we're going to be okay there. I think if Cleveland does win, I can't see it by more than 7 points. So we're teasing up to a +9 situation with the Texans. We've done this before with Houston, and it's been kind of a nail biter, but we've got home with it consistently, teasing them and playing with them when they're at home. Yes, I know it's Case Keenum, but they're at home, and they absolutely need the football game. So Cleveland does too, but I'll take a hard-fought, tight one-score game. Texans +9, Bucks +7.5, -120 for that. That's 1.2 units down on that. You can do a 7-point teaser if you want as well. If you want to, get up to over 7.5 and you want to get to 8.5, you can do a 7-point teaser if you want as well. Or if you don't have access to 1.5, just have access to 1, you could do a 7-point teaser. It's going to cost you probably $130 most likely, but you can do it and get over 7, have it be +8 and have it be +10 for the Texans. I don't mind that at all. So, but officially we're going Bucks +7.5, Texans 9. Those are the early games. Wong teaser will be had and given out today. It's going to be tough to find one, but I'm going to try to find one for us during our NFL live stream, which will take place today at noon Eastern time with myself, and I think it's Andrew Erickson this week who's on with me. If not, it's Pat Fitzmaurice, but we will have that for you guys like normal, noon, Christmas Eve edition of the BettingPros live stream on the BettingPros YouTube channel. I'll give you the Wong teaser, and I'll give you 4 player props that we're going to be watching for here today. So that's all coming up later on today here for the Daily Juice and for BettingPros. I'll give you the Wong. So, right now, I don't know. I'm going to watch the Vikings game. If that gets below 3 and goes to 2.5, which it might, we will give the Vikings will be part of it. And then hopefully the Jets comes down, and we see some money coming in on Washington that drives this thing down below 3, and we wind up getting ourselves into a Jets plus 8.5 and Vikings plus 8.5. That would be the best case scenario for the Wong teaser if that comes to be, but just a little preview as to what we'll be looking at here. The other 2 bets, I'm going to go to Chicago at home against Arizona. This is kind of wild. Did you know that Arizona is currently 4-5 against the NFC ATS? They're 0-5 against the division, meaning against everyone else not in the NFC West, the Cardinals are 4-0 against NFC opponents. Chicago's not part of the NFC West. Numbers 4. Both quarterbacks have problems. Both offenses have problems, but the Cardinals play hard. We bet Northwestern yesterday based on effort. Cardinals fight. They're 3-4 ATS on the road. I'll give you that, but they're 3-2 over their last 5. They were at home, got hammered by San Francisco. It's San Francisco. Against Pittsburgh, went on the road, and they won by 14 points. It's pretty impressive. Yes, at home against the Rams, they got hammered, lost by 23, but then at Houston, they lost by 5. They covered. Against Atlanta, at home, they won as 2-point dogs. Against Cleveland, they got destroyed on the road. That was a bad loss. But against Baltimore, at home, lost by 7. They were catching 9.5. They fight. They kick and scream and fight. And last week against Cleveland, the Bears choked on that game. They should have won that game. Now, it doesn't matter for them because they're playing for jobs, not for playoffs. Arizona's just playing, but they're playing hard, and they're trying to build for next year, and I think they're still fighting hard, and the weather is not going to be bad. That's why I was like, all right, show me the weather report. Weather's fine. Over a field goal, Chicago wins by 3. I'm taking the points. Cardinals plus 4 for 1.1 units. And finally, I'm going to Denver. Late game, Sunday Night Football, Patriots and the Denver Broncos. You know what I'm betting in this game, right? It's Sunday night involving the Patriots. We're betting under. The handicap is not that in depth. We're betting unders, okay? I don't want to bet a lot of unders. I don't want to bet a lot of totals right now. I'm trying to stay away from totals because they haven't done me well in hockey. But this is one total that's, you just, come on, guys. 5-2, the Patriots on the road to the under. Denver's 4-3 to the under at home. The Patriots have gone over the last 2 weeks because they've been magically finding their offense against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what the Patriots do. They score on Pittsburgh. And then at home against Kansas City, they scored 17 points. Probably should have scored more in that game, but they gave up 27. 27-18. How many points will the Broncos score here tonight? I don't know. This has 17-10 written all over it. This is just, this is a low-scoring game, in the 20s. On Sunday night, it's going to be cold. It's Christmas Eve in Denver. Cold, cold, cold. Not going to be snowing, but who knows? It's, snowstorms pop up all the time in the Rockies, and you're just like, oh, here's the snow. I don't think it's going to snow, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be around freezing, 30 degrees, 32 degrees. Neither one of these teams, Denver is kind of playing for a playoff spot. Patriots are long out of it. They've been eliminated. What are the Patriots playing for besides jobs? And this place is a house of horrors. Not going to shock me, by the way, the Patriots get blanked. If they don't even score. in this game. Now, maybe I didn't think they'd score against Pittsburgh, and they scored 21, all in the first half. But I kind of feel the same thing here with this game on the road against Denver. I don't know how many points they're going to wind up scoring. I mean, this offense for the Patriots is just so bad. And Ezekiel Elliott's going to have a major role. I mean, Denver is giving up 25 points per game, but that's pretty good. That's near the bottom of the league. The Patriots are giving up 21 points per game. That's about the middle part of the league, but that number is completely inflated for Denver because of the 70 points they give up against the Miami Dolphins. You take that out, and this team has been much better defensively over the second half of the year, and they've been really, really good at home. They went ahead. They beat Minnesota. They beat Cleveland at home in their last two. They're coming off a 3-game road trip. They went 1-2 on that road trip, but beating Minnesota, beating Cleveland, they beat Kansas City, they beat Green Bay. Got a 4-game home winning streak going for Denver. I don't mind if you guys want to take Denver here. You can do a same-game teaser if you want on this. Depending on how my day goes, I may do this as well, to pull Denver down to -1. Total up from 35.5 up to 41.5 and bet under, or create a middle for yourself because I'm going 35.5. I'm going under for 1.1 units. You can pull it down to 29.5 and bet over and see if the game falls 31 and everyone wins. You win on both sides. Not awful to do that either, but I'm just taking the straight under 35.5 Patriots Broncos for 1.1 units. All right. 3 bets like I normally do here on the Sunday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. Wong teaser to come during the live stream. 4 player props to come as well. Our traditional 5.5 units in play here on a Sunday for week 16. We are fast. We're quickly running out of regular season weeks here for us. We're already into week 16, but I'll talk to you at noon Eastern time on the BettingPros YouTube channel for the stream, for the NFL Week 16 stream. Again, Cardinals +4, Patriots Broncos under 35.5, 2-leg teaser, Bucks +7.5, Texans +9. I'll talk to you guys later today. Matt Perrault. Follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. The Daily Juice podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.